I'm back. So I didn't take the chance to introduce myself before because the time was so short. So my name is Keisha Ash, and I'm applying to be the EdTech evangelist for GT Schools. I am very excited about this opportunity because I've been in the education field for over a decade, and I've worked from starting my own education-based nonprofit to working at the national level at the National Science Foundation to ensure that women and people of color have access to computer science education. And so education is not only a very long-standing aspect of my professional career, I've also spent a lot of time working with young people. Since I was age 11, I've been involved in my community to ensure that young people have a voice and they matter, simply put. And so I really love the approach that GT Schools is taking with really giving the students agency, within their own learning. That was really one of the primary pillars that we learned as young people, the importance of agency within your own life. And so the talk that I would like to present in the next few minutes is really focused on that agency. And within the concept of agency, I would really like to focus on the concept of self-love. All right. So here in America, many of us are Christians, and many of us go to church every Sunday. We tithe. We do the best that we can to live by the commandments and just the overall practice of Jesus Christ, which is forgiveness. And so within that practice, and Jesus is sharing what that means. In Luke 10:27, he essentially says, love your neighbor as yourself, which seems like it makes a lot of sense. But in a recent survey, 2021, more than a third of Americans say that they always like themselves. About 50% say that they like themselves most of the time. Over 10%, about 12, say they don't like themselves most of the time. And then 2% say that they do not like themselves at all. And so herein lies the issue. If you do not like yourself, we're not even talking about loving yourself. We're just talking about liking yourself based on these statistics. If you do not like yourself, more than likely, you may treat yourself poorly. You may look in the mirror and, criticize your appearance, or, even without a mirror, you may tell yourself out loud that you're stupid, or, you can never do this or never do that. And as a saying goes, age-old saying goes, we can be our worst critics. And so within the context of self-love, and in the context of Christianity, if we do not love ourselves, there is no way that we can actually love our neighbors, or rather we should love our neighbors as ourselves, because we would take that same treatment, that poor treatment that we deliver upon ourselves, our harshest critics, and we will deliver that to our neighbor. And I don't think that it takes much to realize that that is, unfortunately, the reality that we're living in. We're living in a society right now in this country where it is evident and clear beyond all veils that Black Lives Matter. Harvard recently announced that they are putting aside $100 million, which, by the way, is only 0.5% of their $50 billion endowment, to address these particular issues. Now, if we look at the actual construction of America, and this is, very consciously not even discussing our Native brothers and sisters, it is evident that the value that Africans turned into African Americans have provided has not been recognized and has certainly not been compensated in any type of monetary manner. And so I think that it's really important for us to realize that in order to not just be good Christians, but to be faithful and persistent advocates and lovers of humanity, we must first learn how to love ourselves. Only in that will we learn how to actually treat our neighbors. Thank you. Bye-bye.